Hi guys, it's Kate. Welcome to my channel, Kate's Creative Space. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about everything that I diamond painted in the month of February. So let's get on into it. Okay, I don't have any huge finishes for the month of February because I finished 2 huge projects in January. I will actually have the playlist of all of my month in reviews linked down below. I don't have a ton of them. I started in June of last year, so we're getting closer and closer to a full year, but I do have January's in that playlist where I show you the 2 big finishes that I finished in last month in January. So February, I was starting a lot of new things, and I didn't have any huge finishes, but I do have a couple of mini dazzles to show you and 3 big whips to show you. So let's start with my February birthstone. I am super excited about this. This one is Amethyst. This is a year-long project that I'm working on. I got the set of 12 mini dazzles from Diamond Art Club, and I'm doing 1 a month for their birthstone. So this is Amethyst. I'll be finishing Amethyst. I finish Amethyst in February, and then March I'll do Aquamarine, and I'll just keep going through the whole year. In December, I will count this as 1 full finish. Right now, it's just kind of a ongoing year-long whip. I actually have another year-long whip that I started this month too. I just am obsessed with the idea of like a year-long project like this. But yeah, this was my Amethyst birthstone, and I am really liking these mini dazzles. They're super cute, and I think the gemstones have so much more shimmer and sparkle to them, being completely made up of fairy dust. So this is a fun project to work on. I also in February finished 2 mini dazzle sets that I started in January. I started both of these sets in January because I was doing a comparison video about drill storage, and I didn't want a bunch of mini dazzle sets sitting and not being worked on, because we're going into March, which is Mini DP Madness. I never say the name right, but that is the name. Mini DP Madness is an event being hosted in March by 4 really fun ladies, and I'm really excited to work on my March mini dazzles. So I wanted to make sure I got all of my other mini dazzle sets kind of finished up that aren't year-long projects. So I did finish the winter set. I think I'm going to do all 4 of the seasonal sets throughout the year, just at some point in the quarter that they're in. So in my mind, winter is like December, January, and February. So I wanted to make sure I had them done by February, which I did. And then sometime March, April, or May, I'll probably work on the spring set. I really like this set. It was so much fun to work on. The snowman was a little bit trickier because he was made up of all ABs, but he turned out super cute. I love that they made that white and AB color. It makes it really pop. I did the skates. Those are cute. And then here are the mittens. I love the mittens with the little hearts in the center. And this is like a holly leaf. Might go this way now that I think about it. And the bird with a couple little snowflakes. Super cute winter set. It feels weird to be talking about a winter set. It's 70 degrees out, but it's also supposed to snow over here on Sunday. So we're in that point of winter where it's like fall, spring. Nope, it's really winter. Nope, it's spring kind of area. But I did work on these when it was pretty cold outside, so it fit, and it was a fun little set to finish, and it gave me a finish for February, so that does make me feel a little bit better because I don't have any big finishes. But I did the winter set, and then I finished the castle set as well. So I got the castle set done. I was really excited to work on the castles, especially because I just thought they were so fun. And for some reason, I've really been enjoying a gray color palette, which sounds so weird, but yeah, I've really been enjoying like a gray tone color palette, especially like these slate grays that have this AB, and like the slate grays that are fairy dust, which all of these are special drills. All of Diamond Art Club's mini dazzles are special drills. I've just been enjoying them so much. I think that they were a lot of fun, and I actually, for some reason, am liking darker colored canvases all of a sudden. So that's an interesting development in my diamond painting journey. But I did finish these. They all have names. The sticker will tell you their names. Otherwise, I would not be able to remember. This is Castle Palace. And then this one was probably my favorite, Castle Arch. And then this one here, oh, I'm not even going to attempt to say that word, but I will put it right there. I'm not going to embarrass myself, so I'm not even going to attempt to say it, but it's a pretty castle for sure. This one here is Castle Clock. Very Cinderella-esque. Castle Towers. And Castle Stairs. So this was another really fun set to work on throughout the month of February. We had a bad flu at the beginning of February. All of my kids and myself and my husband had bad fevers and kind of cold symptoms. So once, mine only lasted like a day, luckily, like my fever. Then once I was feeling up for it, but my kids were really still down and a lot of lounging and laying on the couch and watching TV, I worked on a lot of mini dazzles. So that's how I was able to get these 2 sets finished in the beginning of February. So that was a lot of fun. In March, I am planning on working on another mini dazzle set for March Mini DP Madness. I'm going to be working on the Pretty Little Gem dress set. So we'll talk about the rest of my March plans in just a second. Next, I want to show you the WIPs that I have going. I have 3 WIPs going. The first one is another year-long project. I am super, super excited about this project, and I cannot wait to talk about it. So this is Magical Potions by Nathaniel Mortensen from Diamond Art Club. It's 39 inches by 27.6 inches or 99 by 70 centimeters. It has 91 colors. 4 of them are AB and 4 are fairy dust. So this kit is so exciting to me. It is not my usual kit for sure. Here's a picture of the whole thing in frame for you guys because it's hard to see it on my table here, but we are just kind of focusing on the 2 sections that I have done. So this is 12 potions that Nathaniel Mortensen drew, and my friend Courtney and her friend had the brilliant idea to split this into 12 mini projects basically throughout a year. And then they assigned each potion a month of the year. And Courtney invited me to, and anybody who wanted to diamond paint along with them to do this, but I didn't have the kit. Luckily, the kit restocked, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, it restocked on Diamond Art Club. I snatched it up, I kitted it up, I worked on it within like 48 hours of having it delivered to me, and I have absolutely fallen in love with it. So this is the January potion right here. They picked January for this one because of the hourglass and, you know, the concept of time and new year. And once I started placing these drills down, one, fell in love with the grays and the darker tones, but I also just fell in love with the colors and the overall just the style of the painting. This is not my usual style. I normally go for item paintings or portrait-y paintings. Definitely not my usual style. And I think if I had bought this kit and put it in my stash, it would have sat there for a very long time. But the idea of like, oh, I'm only working on it 3 or 4 days out of the month, I was like, perfect. I kitted it up. I've fallen in love with this kit. So I really encourage you to find, if you're finding yourself having a hard time with certain kits in your stash, the idea of breaking it down into 12, into just tiny manageable sections, I don't know, it just made this kit seem so much more fun and so much more manageable, because it's a big hunking kit for sure. So this one works, each potion works out to being about 5 sections, I want to say, because it's like if you look up here at this one, it's one full section, like 3/4 of a section, 3/4 of a section, and then you have like a little bit on the side, a little bit on the top, a little bit on the top, and then on the side, I've measured it out to approximately 5, I would say like 5, maybe a little more than 5 sections. So for this one, I flipped it up to about here and I worked on the bottom part and then I worked on the top part. And then for February, I just worked on the entire thing. I've never worked on a section so big. It was a little intimidating to work on that big of a section, but I just worked on the entire thing at once, and I actually kind of liked that. So I might need to think about making my sections a little bit bigger every once in a while, because I felt like I was getting so much done by just working on the whole section at one time, which was a little daunting when I was like doing this part, but not too bad when I got to the middle. I saved the potion bottles for last because they're the best part for sure. So this one is January because of the hourglass, and then this one is February because of the love potion aspect, the rose here. The colors in this were so beautiful. It is a very high confetti kit because of all those details. The most color blocking you're really going to get is in the stones, which is just not much at all. It's a very high confetti kit, but that's one of the reasons why I love it. I've loved every single minute of this, and I just finished this one a couple days ago, and I'm actually really, really excited that I get to go straight into March. This will be the longest chunk of the year, like the longest chunk of the kit that I get to work on, because I had to play catch up of doing the January and February at the same time. It's going to slow down. In fact, I might take a couple weeks off before I work on March, but I think when I do the March potion, I'm going to have a hard time not wanting to just move straight into the April one. So this one here is March. And then this one here actually next to it, I'm pretty sure this one's April. March for St. Patrick's Day, lots of green. April's got the earth feeling to it. I'm pretty sure about that I have them memorized. This is May. This one's my favorite for sure. This potion is going to be so much fun. I love the pinks and the blues. This one's really pretty. So we will actually like do almost this whole half of the kit except for this potion right off the bat on the first 5 months. And then let's go to the other side. I'll show you the other potions real fast. June is here. Just a pretty summery one. July is here. I think Courtney picked this one because in July they swim in their lake all of the time. She says they spend the whole month of July basically swimming outside in their lake. I think that works because we swim in a pool, but we swim a lot in July too. But I also like this one because it gives me Harry Potter vibes. It gives me like second task of the Triwizard Tournament and Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire vibes. And Harry was born in July, so I just think it fits really well for that to be a July painting. So that one's July. August is over here. The heat and the heart of August. September is here. I think that we all have thought like it's the one that probably fits the theme the least, but these potions weren't drawn for months of the year being kept in mind, so some of them had to some of them fit a lot better than others. For instance, October fits really well because it's got the skull on it, and that one's more a darker like Halloween kind of vibe potion. And then here's November, which they said because of the gold coins, you spend a lot for diamond paintings in the month of November. You spend a lot just in general in the month of November. And then December's down here. The cool colors reminded them of like frozen lakes and December weather. So I am so excited about this kit. So excited. So thrilled to work on the March potion, and I just can't wait to see the whole thing come together. It makes my heart so unbelievably happy to be working on this kit, and it pushed me outside my comfort zone, and so far I'm being like pushed in a good way because I'm absolutely obsessed with this kit and how it's turning out. Absolutely obsessed. So I got these 2 sections done in I'd say a little under a week. And I will be coming back to it hopefully in the next week or 2 to finish up March. So I'm going to set this one aside and we'll pull out the next kit. This next whip that I have to show you is called Magic Arcades by Miss Holly. This is my round kit that I've got going right now. It is 22 by 31 inches or 55.8 by 78.7 centimeters. And it has been a ton of fun to work on. Speaking of Courtney over at Diamonds Are Girls Best Friend, she and I were talking about working on kits, and she was mentioning that she was going to do this kit as part of her year of woodland creatures. And I mentioned that I had it in my stash too. We thought it'd be really fun to work on it together. So this is kind of like a buddy diamond painting that we're doing. We are doing 2 sections a week, and we're doing the same 2 sections. So if she does a month in review, I bet you her kit will look pretty similar. Actually, I think her kit will go up to here because she's finished her 2 sections for this week and I have not. So my plan is to work on these probably tomorrow. I don't think today is February 28th. So it's Saturday and it's just a busy day. I don't think I'll be able to get them done. We reset every Sunday. So I'm hoping to have these done Sunday night, right in time for the reset of going forward to work on the next 2 sections. So in her month in review, she'll probably have a little more progress done than me, depending on when she filmed it. But this one has been so much fun to work on. We decided to work on this kit because Courtney got it when it first released, and I got it on a restock a little bit later, and we were testing to see if the Titan grid fill that people have noticed in the round kits transfers when a kit is restocked, or if it just is in new kits that are newly created. And honestly, so far, we both have kind of decided that the grid field feels pretty good, but not as tight as like newer kits. So I'm not exactly sure. We still need to kind of compare notes and talk. We're very newly into the kit, but I would definitely say that the grid field is tighter than older round kits. Now, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, Diamond Art Club has never confirmed that they tighten their round grid field, but last year, a lot of people noticed a big difference in the grid field being tighter in a positive way, like a great way. And I just actually finished a kit called Yule the month before that was much older. So going from an older kit to this kit, it is a noticeable tightness, but I will say I don't think it's as tight as Christmas Candy Box, which I finished last year, which released last year. So just some food for thought. I don't know how much it matters, but it's a fun experiment that we were trying to do. I definitely feel like it has a tighter grid field. You notice it when you multi-place. I don't multi-place my rounds. I have four-placed here and there just to experiment with seeing with how well it looked for the sake of our experiment. But overall, 99% of this has been single place. I prefer single placing my rounds. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's because I'm not good at multi-placing. Maybe now that the grid field's tighter, I can practice a little bit more here and there. But I have always kind of been either a single placer or like a four placer. And I've never really felt the need to go any higher than that. I will show you my next kit and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But right now, this is Magic Arcades. I really, really enjoyed it. I think we're going to finish this section and then we possibly talked about moving up to the top and coming down and saving all the animals for last because they are so cute. But I just think this kit is so much fun. It's one of my rainy day kits, one of my top favorite Miss Holly kits I would say that I own, and it's been really fun to work on it, especially in a year where I am doing a lot of older kits for Refresher Stash, which I'll talk about with my next kit in just a second as well. So it's kind of a really good breath of fresh air to work on something new and fun and fresh, and one of my favorite kits that I have in my stash with a good friend of mine. So it's been a really enjoyable experience working on this kit. I cannot wait to make more progress on it. I do know this one is obviously going to be a little bit more longer term just because I'm only doing 2 sections a week, but I kind of like that. I like the idea of stretching it out a little bit, of being able to stretch out the experience of working on this kit over a longer chunk of time. I, up until just like 4 months ago, would only work on 1 whip at a time. So showing you 3 active whips and actively thinking about kitting up 2 more kits next month is crazy foreign to me. But I feel like as long as I have them mostly finished by the end of the year, I'm okay to do that. I'm just going to embrace what I think is fun. And right now I'm having a lot of fun working on all these different whips. So this is Magic Arcades. I am going to show you my 3rd and final whip coming up next. Okay, this last whip that I have to show you is called Little Baker. It is also by Miss Holly. Apparently 2026 for me is the year of Miss Holly kits because I finished one in January as well. So I've just really been embracing all the Miss Holly kits. This one is 39 inches by 27.6 inches or 99 by 70 centimeters. And it is a square drill kit from Diamond Art Club. This kit I am working on as part of the Refresher Stash Challenge. So at a certain point last year, I decided that I was going to start working on my older kits before they started losing their enjoyment to me, because kits are constantly being refreshed and upgraded and new features. And then at the end of last year, Lisette from Lisette Crafts and Tells decided to pose it as a challenge to do something very similar, working on all your older kits. And she's challenging anybody who wants to join in. So I said, great, that already fits in with what I was planning on doing this year. So I am officially doing the Refresher Stash Challenge. There's nothing, it's not like official. You just say you're joining and you join in. There's nothing that you need to do for it or anything. But Lisette does post about it. She posts lots of videos about it, and she's been posting on her page, talking with other people about like the state of their stash and how to maintain a stash and things like that. So it's been really fun over on her channel. You guys should definitely check her out. I'll have her link down below so you can see her channel if you're interested, because it is really fun to see what other people do with their stash and how they feel about it and how they're handling the Refresher Stash Challenge. I think Lisette said she's kitting up 1 older kit every single month, whether she finishes it or not. She's kitting another one up. And this is my 2nd one. So I started and finished Yule completely in January. This one, much, much bigger. much, much bigger. My goal in February was to do half of this kit, and I got 5 sections short of it, and I blame magical potions on that because I did not know I was going to buy and kit up and work on magical potions in the last week of February. If I hadn't done that, I would have gotten this halfway done because I'm only 5 sections away from getting this one halfway done. This kit has been so fun to work on, but I am struggling just a tiny bit with the gapping on this light color background. This color especially is very, very gappy. I'm not enjoying that, but that is why I'm working on these older kits. The older kits have more gapping to them, and all kits, I feel like every kit in the world has gapping when it comes to like large cream or light colored backgrounds. You're gonna find gapping. It's just unfortunate, but probably true. But I am gonna say that I feel like the gapping is probably less severe now, obviously, than it was back then. So I'm glad to be working on this because the gapping is definitely making it a little bit less fun of an experience. So it's reaffirming that I definitely need to be refreshing my stash. This is another one of my top favorite kits that I own. Miss Holly is a really loved artist for me. I don't have all of her kits, but I have a lot of the ones that really speak to me, and I find her artwork just so fun and just so much fun to work on. So I have been kind of hoarding some of her favorite kits, but it was time to work on an older kit. I am definitely trying to get any of my older Diamond Art Club boxes finished. I won't get them all done this year, but I will get a big majority of them done. I am multi-placing this with a 4-placer, and it is gappy, but there's absolutely no way on this earth I'm going to single place all of that background. I will never finish the kit if I keep going like that. So this AB window in the background, I am tweezing all of that, so which is even slower than single placing for sure. But I just wanted it to look good, and it does. It looks so good. Luckily, I am very, very close to being done with it. I just have this tiny little section left, and then like this tiny little section left, and then I'll be done with all those AB windows. So I definitely started with my least favorite part of the kit, and I'm moving down to my favorite part. The top, having all that background wallpaper, all that AB window, made the top half a little less desirable for me. Like, look at all of this background. Although it does go really fast when I do work on it. But the bottom half of the kit is what I'm going to be working on in March that I'm way excited about. All the sweets and the donuts and the cookies and the fun little jams and the milk. And then if you go this way, you see the cake here. And these cupcakes here, which my daughter's already requested that the cupcakes go last. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So, and it's just a lot more fun definitely down here on the bottom, especially because I think I'm going to start getting away from the gapping of that one particular color that's driving me a little bit crazy. So I think March with this kit is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to continue working on it. So when I'll probably finish my 2 sections of Magic Arcade, maybe even work on my next 2 sections of Magic Arcade, and then come back to this one for a little bit, knock out a row, and then do my potion, and then come back to it again. Which leads me to, like, let's talk about my March plans, because I kind of already just told you some of them. But of these 3 kits here, this one and this one, I can't just work on nonstop. I have certain limitations to them. This one I could work on nonstop. So let's talk about March. Let's talk about what my plans are. My plans are to finish my March potion and to keep up with my 2 sections a day for Courtney. And I am going to work on the dress set from Pretty Little Gem for March mini DP Madness. I have my bracket. I filmed a video of like picking the dresses and pitting them up against each other and having my bracket for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then I am debating on if I should kit up one more kit or not. So my original January, February, March plan of diamond painting was to have this one a little bit more completed than it is, and to go ahead and kit up a March diamond painting. That was before I knew that these 2 kits were going to exist. This one I kitted up on a whim to diamond paint with Courtney, and then this one I didn't know if it would restock in time for me to make it a year-long project. If it had restocked in March, I would have saved it for next year, because I wouldn't have wanted to catch up on like 3 potions at once. it kitting up in February was pretty much my cutoff on making this year-long project, and I'm really glad it did because I'm enjoying it so much, but I didn't know it was going to exist. So I didn't know these two kits were going to exist in my lineup at the beginning of the year. So I'm kind of torn on if I want to kit up that March painting. My thought at the beginning of the year was kit up the March painting and work on it in tandem with this one. I'd be having two going at all time because two's kind of been my newer sweet spot of diamond painting back and forth between two kits. And then when this one finished, obviously I'd be able to do a March one in tandem with an April kit. And I kind of had that in my mind, like kit one up every month, you'll finish it soon, or, you know, work on it alongside one other one. So I'm kind of deciding, do I want to just work on Little Baker and break it up with these two projects that I have going, or do I want to still kit up my March kit? And my March kit was either going to be the Mystery Kit by Claudia McKinney, Scrumptious Spring, or Magic House by the River. I was leaning towards kitting up Magic House by the River, because then I'd have 3 magic paintings, and I thought that that would be really cool. It could be like the March month of magic. I was leaning towards kitting up Magic House by the River, but then I also had this crazy thought that I really want to kit up and work on this kit by Mrs. Butterdy, which is also in my refresher stash. It's called Witch's Flower Shop, because it's a very springy kit and it just sounds fun. But, you know, March is the beginning of spring. I could always hold that one off until April, maybe. So I'm still trying to decide what I want to do. I will let you know what I decide on which one I decide to kit up, if I decide to kit up in March, or if I just decide to focus on these 3 projects. I almost forgot. The last thing that we need to do is we need to update our 2026 diamond painting bingo card. So I finally printed it out. It looks good. It looks updated. It doesn't have the same thing on there 20 times. I will have this link down below too if you want to grab a copy of this bingo card and join along with us. I also found in an old Happy Planner sticker book a sheet of diamond stickers. So we are going to real fast go through this. I know I didn't finish anything this month, but I did finish Yule and Christmas Witch last month. Everyone said, or not Christmas Witch, yeah, maybe it was, I can't remember. Everyone said that that kit counts because I finished it in January. It counts for the bingo sheet. So we're going to go through really fast and knock off the things that do count. So Yule had snow. We're going to put a sticker on that. We are also, I was asking last month, should I just do 1 per kit? But we're going to just check off everything. And if I finish the card early, maybe we'll revamp it mid-year or something. This one's not completed yet. I have a kit that has a person in it. Yes. Christmas Witch had a person and Yule had a person in it. We haven't done a kit that has no 310 yet, but Magic Arcades does not have 310. So when I finish it, I will be able to get that one. I also don't think I have had a cat yet, but we'll get there. Finished kit that has a sun or a moon. I can't remember if Yule had a sun or a moon really prominent in the kit, so we'll skip that one for now. But she was reading a book in Christmas Witch. Finish a kit that has a pumpkin in it, not yet. Landscape, not yet. A bird, not yet. Finish kit that has a building, not yet. Oh, but Christmas Witch had quad cubes. Little Baker actually also has quad cubes. But that one's technically not done yet. A kit that has jewelry, I wouldn't say that's yet, but Magic Arcade, she's got some real cute earrings, so that can be coming soon. Finished kit that has a candle. Yule had tons of candles in it. It was such a gorgeous kit. All right, nothing with a ghost in it yet. Nothing with a cake in it yet, but that's coming with Little Baker here. I think Christmas Witch had string lights in it. I'm fairly certain Christmas Witch had string lights in it. And then Yule is part of a series because it is the Wilhelmina series. There's so many other kits that have that same character in it. And let's see, 13 by 13 or smaller, no. Finish a kit that has electros or iridescence, not yet, but Magic Arcades has iridescence in it. Actually, Christmas Switch might have, but I'm just going to hold off because I'm not 100% certain. And then nothing with the body water yet, and no Disney kit yet. So that is our update on our bingo sheet. I don't have an update on my drill count right now because I need to check and see what the mini dazzles have drill count wise. I do want to try to count the mini dazzles in my total drill count. I'm trying to get 1,000,000 drills this year, and I think if I don't count the mini dazzles, I might be in trouble. But if I can't find that information quickly, I'm not gonna stress too much about it. So I'll have an updated drill count for you guys in March, but I wanted to pop in here and do our bingo card. Okay, but either way, I've got a lot going on, and thank you guys so much for checking it all out and seeing everything that I've got going on. I hope you enjoyed this glimpse into my diamond painting world. Let me know down in the comments below, what were you guys working on in the month of February? Did you guys finish anything? Do you have any fun WIPs going? I want to hear all the things. My new Facebook group is up and active, so if you want to join that, I will have that link down below as well. It's just a fun group where a lot of my subscribers, like you guys, are posting your WIPs, and we're talking about fun things and restocks and projects, and I'm having so much fun talking to you guys there, and it's so fun because you guys can post pictures of what you're working on there. I'm absolutely loving it. If you want to join, I highly encourage it, just because it's just a fun, it's like kind of similar to the Diamond Art Club VIP group on a much smaller scale, because there's only like 80 of us in there right now. So that's been a lot of fun, and if anybody wants to join it, feel free. I would love to have you there. Other than that, this has been a great month of diamond painting for me. I'm really excited to continue trucking along at these projects here, and maybe even adding in a couple new ones. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It means the world to me when you guys do that. And if you are new here or not currently subscribed and would like to subscribe to the channel, I'd absolutely love to have you here. I have so much fun posting diamond painting videos, all kinds of diamond painting videos, and I vlog every week where I talk about all the things that I'm working on and show you updates on my WIPs, and it's just so much fun. So definitely love to have you here if you want to subscribe and stick around. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.